Hi, ready for a no-knead fast bread today? Let's go. Hi, good morning friends. How are you today? Welcome back to Marisa's Cucina Italiana, where I cook for my family. I leave these recipes to them, but I also share them with my friends. Hopefully today you're going to love this recipe. It's a fast bread. It's called Pane Veloce, fast bread. It's made within 30-40 minutes and it's ready to serve. You can serve it warm with a little bit of butter, oil on them. You can also make them into little subs, and it's fantastic. You're going to see at the end how nice it is. Golden brown and so easy to make, rather than waiting for your yeast to develop and etc. etc. You can also make that bread, which I will in the future, but I love this bread here. Okay, so we're going to get ahead and we're going to start with the ingredients that you need. But before I do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it, and share. And don't forget to use that notifying button, because you'll be notified of all the new recipes that I put on. Okay, I don't want to go ahead and elaborate on this. Let's get started with the ingredients. We now have 4 cups of flour. 00, it's bread flour. This is a really nice light flour so that it develops really well with your yeast. You'll need 1.5 cups of warm water. Again, remember, you only want to bring it to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, so make sure you have your little temperature, or at least put your finger in it and it's just warm. Then we also have 1 tablespoon of granulated yeast. Please, not the fast rising one, just your plain one. And then we have 2 teaspoons of salt. And we have 1 teaspoon of honey. I have a little bit of extra flour because we're going to be using this right after we knead it. And also a wooden spoon, which if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Okay, but really, it's literally mix and let it rise. All right, friends, we're going to be right back and we're going to show you the procedure on how to make this Pane Veloce fast bread. Here we are. All our ingredients are here. Now, of that warm water, like I say, you can put your finger in it. It's good. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of the water that you measured, which was 1.5 cups. Okay. And we're going to turn that into this. We're going to add our yeast. Remember, it was 1 tablespoon of the yeast, granulated yeast. And we're going to mix that fairly well. Okay? So, kind of get it started there. And the honey, you may use sugar if you like, but the recipe does call for honey. But if you don't have the honey, it's okay. It's only 1 little teaspoon, so it's not very much, but it's enough to activate that yeast. So once you have it nicely mixed up, you want to always mix this yeast really good. Give it a second, okay? And just, you're going to set that aside. Kind of clean off the little yeast balls there. Okay, so we're going to set that aside a minute. And in our large bowl, we're going to, I have already pre-measured this, okay? And what I like to do is measure the cup, top it off with a very flat surface like a knife, and make sure that you've got your 4 cups. Okay, and there you go. So that's that. Now in this, we want to make a well. Okay, nice well. And in this well, we want to add really fast. We don't even have to let that yeast proof, okay, because it's going to go proof in the oven for 1.5 hours. We want to add our water, and I kind of keep a little bit just on the side, because you never know the humidity that you have and everything. So this is get mixed. We're going to pour that in. That was your yeast mixture. What a smell, really nice. Now what I like to do is, I don't like to put my salt right on top of the water. I like to add it around, and that's because it kind of interferes with the yeast. So I'll mix it in. It'll get in there slowly. Okay, and this is exactly what you want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish adding that water. Okay, and this is how easy this is. Okay, all that water. So there you go. You got all that water in there. And what you want to do, it's going to be sticky. It isn't a, you know, you don't have to knead this. All you have to do is keep going this way, like, you know, mix it. Okay, it's going to be a little sticky. And like I said, I could have used just a tad more water, but this is good this way. Okay, it'll mix. There you go. You want it more liquidy, as much liquidy as you can get it. So we'll just add a little bit more water. It's okay. I probably went 4 cups. Yeah, no, I measured the 4 cups. This is good. There it is. Yeah, it was. You know what it was? It was that little bit that I took out to do the yeast, but it's okay. Here's exactly what you want. You hear that? You want it to be sticky. Okay. So we'll move that away. That's it. Once you've mixed it, so you want a sticky consistency. Boy, that was a tongue twister. Okay, that's it. You're ready. So what you want to do, make sure you put it really nicely. I could have used my table scraper. Okay. All right. Again, it's really sticky. What we want to do to this sticky, okay, we want to cover it with flour. About, I'd say, 3-4 tablespoons, because when this rises, you're going to be turning this over onto your pan. And at that point, you're going to see how nice it comes. So if you have a container where you have the lid, that's good. If you don't, just get a piece of plastic wrap, and you're going to want to let this rise a good half hour in a lighted oven, okay, or your proofing oven, whichever you have. I'm going to keep it there, and we'll be back to do the second part, and that's the part that then goes into the oven. Okay, all right, we're back. The dough has risen an hour and a half, okay, and you can see you're going to take your top off, or your plastic wrap if that's what you used, and as you can see, it doubled. It really is nice. So the flour that's on there, we're going to leave it. I'm using my oven pan, the one that goes in the oven. You can use just a normal pan, but anyways, it doesn't matter because you're going to shape it. And right now we have a little bit of flour on hand. I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit, okay, so that the bottom of that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our flour, okay, our mixture that we did, and it's going to be sticky. So undo the sides a little bit, and then we're going to pour it, okay, right onto the pan. Now you're going to see how cute this is. Okay, I'm going to keep the parchment paper there. Okay, so we're going to take that all out. And at this point, you're going to say, well, Marisa, you got a blob. Yeah, but what we're going to do, I'm going to put that in the sink. What we're going to do is we're going to make 3 little loaves out of this. So I'm going to add a little bit more flour on top, because that's going to be like when you buy the focaccia and you get that nice topping on it. And I'm going to use my cutter. You can use a knife, and I'm inserting a little bit of flour so that I can move this just a little bit over. See how easy that was? So that's going to be a little teeny one, but that's going to be really nice. And you can form these into like little paninis if you want. So this one I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. The center one always comes a little bit bigger. It's not like you can grab this and roll it. That's not what it does. Okay. All right. And don't forget to subscribe as we're doing this because there's a lot more cute little recipes and tricks. So there you go. You move it on there. Parchment paper will move. There. Let's say you wanted to make like 2 little ones. So we can cut this. Okay. And they'll make a little panini. Move it down. You can still play with it a little bit. Okay. And now what we're going to do, we're going to set our oven to 350, of course, preheat it. I'm going to make sure that that's what it is. I'll get right back to you and make sure. And there's your little buns. There you go. You know, you can't cut into it, but you can make some little designs on top. Your flour is your friend here, so because it's still quite tacky. There you go. All right, so here's mine. Okay, I'm getting it ready for the oven because I preheated my oven before. So the oven is at 400 for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'll repeat that again, 400 for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to go and insert mine. I hope yours comes out good. I'm sure you didn't cook along with me, but remember to subscribe. All right, we're going to put this in the oven and we'll show you what it's like in 30 minutes. It's nice and golden brown. All right, if you could smell what's in this kitchen, it's just wonderful. And here they are. They've come out of the oven. Okay, so I'm going to use my parchment paper here. And 1 minute, I'm going to put my pan back in the oven because it's very hot. And here is our bread. I mean, 2 hours, you can have some lovely bread. These are the two little buns. Here is the, look at that. Oh, a perfume is incredible. There you go. How's that for some nice afternoon bread? Okay, I'm going to cut one of these so you can see how nice they are. Okay, these are the 2 little focaccia. And this is the big loaf. So we're going to cut it. Okay, it's pretty hot. But with the serrated knife, I just want, listen to that. Can you hear that? That is so crunchy. Look at that. Look at the inside. And I mean, this is boiling right now, so you can imagine if you just left it a little bit. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look at that. This wasn't wonderful. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at the rise on there. So you don't really have to have bread rising so long. So this is my recipe for Pane Veloce. That means fast bread. And oh, it's just delicious. I'm just having a little piece of this. I will hope that you can follow this recipe. It's fairly easy, very few ingredients. And thank you for coming today and watching my video. There's also other videos on my YouTube channel, Marisa's Cucina Italiana. Don't forget, smash that like button, leave a comment, nice, turn on that notification bell, and subscribe for more recipes. All right, again, hope you have a nice afternoon, and I will have a nice dinner with this bread. Okay, bye-bye friends and family.